So today I'm hanging out in the back of the car to show you guys my new setup. It's revised. If you guys checked out my last video, I kind of bashed this thing. So this is the 60 volt Greenworks pressure washer. This right here is the whole pressure washer. The motor, the pump, I guess it's kind of one with these things, electrical. This is the whole unit right here. There's a compartment for the battery, which I left in the house to charge. There's several different batteries for this thing. I have the 5 amp hour battery. There's a 4, and I think it goes all the way up to 8, which ranges from 150 bucks to like $350 or $250 for just the battery. This thing can get very, very expensive. Now, what I found with the 5 amp hour battery, I am able to wash this whole car and have about 1 to 2 bars left. Now, I don't think that I can wash a whole other car. I don't think I could do it again on the same charge. However, the thing kind of charged up pretty quick. I think in the next couple of hours, it was fully charged and ready to rock again for a whole nother car. So I would say I'd recommend this if you are in a location or an area like this. Car meets track days, Pocono Mountains, where you can pull over to a nice little corner, hose your car down, soap it down, and have it nice and clean for a show or track run, which might not make sense for the track run because it's probably gonna get messed up very soon. The setup comes with this hose as well. Does come with its own hose gun or whatever, but I swapped it out for this. I didn't even use the one that came with it. This is more like a short barrel pistol grip thing, which makes a lot more sense. Got it from Tool Daily on Amazon. I have the link down below. Comes with its own tips. I run a 40-degree tip because it just makes more sense on a car like this. You get more of an angle. There's no need to spray a 0 degree or 15 degree where it's just like concentrated in here. 40 degrees with that pump, which pumps around 1800 PSI, 1 gallon a minute, is all you pretty much need to get this thing clean. And, you know, you have a decent amount of pressure for the foam. I'm going to get to that in a minute. There is an adapter that comes with where you have unlimited supply of water. And let me just say this, you will run out of water before you run out of battery in this thing. I think this is a 5-gallon jug. Here also I've added to the fleet are 2 5-gallon containers, which I recommend you fill these things all the way to the tippy top. I have a drying towel in here for now. Other container, I have the foam cannon, which came with the gun for about 30 bucks. This thing does pretty well. Put some clips in there, Tool Daily. Detail I just picked up from anywhere. I use this when I dry the car. Soap, rag, wheel thingy, which probably shouldn't be near the soap thing, but I cleaned them all. So I have some wheel and tire cleaner from Adams. Does pretty good. And Ryan, shout out to my guy, got me this for, I think, either Christmas or something like that. A citrus wash and gloss. So some of you might ask why I use a quick detailer for the car while I'm drying it. And that's because the name of the game and the goal for me is to not scratch or swirl the car any more than, or minimize, because it's not gonna be 0, but I'm gonna minimize it. And I do that by spraying a quick detailer on the area, so when I drag the rag across, it's kind of like it has some form of lubricity on it. I don't know if it's the right way to do it. That's the way I do it. I just thought about it in my head, and it works for me. Helps me sleep at night. I washed this thing yesterday.
I want to get wet.
All right, guys, just sit over there with Grandma. Oh, you see this?
Come on, Jayla.
God, look at that. Look, you did the whole side. Guys, you good? Come here.
Can I do one more time?
1 second. I'm gonna hit the roof, all right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Blast
Go. Come on. Not let the mitt drop on the ground. Back and forth. Watch out, Zaya. You wanna help me pour the water in, Zaya? Come on, help me pour the water.
Hey, I want to help too.
All right, that's enough. That's enough water. We're going to use the rest of this water to put the mitt in. I shout out to my nieces and my nephews for helping me, and my mom for supervising. But yeah, I got to give a high five to all my helpers. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, give me a high five, helpers. Keem, Paris, thank you for helping me. Thank you. Junior, give me a high five. Thank you.
Okay.
You guys go have fun.
Okay.
High five for helping me. High five. I did some spirited driving and some filming, and It's still pretty clean with exception of the bugs on the front. Boom, my little suitcase thingy fits right there, and we are all secure and good to go. I think you'll be able to fit it in a lot of cars, definitely SUV or something like that. It's out of the way, doesn't cost too much. Now eventually you will have to be around electricity or water because you got to refill water or more electricity or charge the batteries. But the name of the game is that you can go out and actually accomplish a full wash. I find there is some value in it if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to getting your car washed or things like that. You have to consider that washing your car is labor intensive, and it doesn't make sense if you're trying to cheap out low cost, because time is also money. And yeah, it costs a lot. It takes a lot of time to get down there and wash your car, especially if you're fat and lazy like your boy. Close this thing up, we all ready to go take this thing for a little drive, because if you follow my channel, my YouTube or Instagram or whatever, I'm taking a DME out of this thing soon. So taking it for his last little drive. Now I know it's kind of weird hearing from the guy who did not PPF or ceramic coat his car, and showing you guys like basically what's effectively a $400 solution to wash your car to keep it clean, like PPF and ceramic coating like that. And you know what? I'll walk over and give you guys my idea or my thoughts on it, getting it for this car. If you're like me, you know, you don't have any kids, you really don't have anybody to screw your stuff up besides you, I would say front bumper, hood, fenders, if you want to, not necessarily on my list. Headlights, mirror caps are a little bit tricky as well because they aren't exactly extremely expensive. So replacing them ain't a huge deal if they get scratched and scuffed up. I think it may just cost more money. Just keep getting a PPF rather than to just replace the mirror caps. Now, what I will say is, if you are not a professional, you don't know what you're doing, you can risk, you know, cracking your glass and or breaking or snapping some pins under here, which makes the fitment a little bit difficult. It may probably not clip on as perfect as it does now. That's actually one of the reasons why I decided not to run carbon fiber mirror caps, because this thing is on there pristine and perfect, and I always run into an issue when I'm removing and replacing mirror caps. Same thing with the trunk lip as well. I know I'm branching off, but same thing with this. The glue on here is impeccable. You ain't gonna get glue like this. And plus, it looks pretty good already. Ain't got nothing to worry about. So I just leave that be. This glass can get rock chips just like the paint, and I'll explain. If you look right here, you see that? That, if I can zoom in, is rock chips. If you look right here, these little pieces up here, let me see if I can get it to focus. Maybe I gotta put out the macro lens. Can I get it to focus? Where my hand? Right here. There we go. See that? Rock chips. Rock chips right here as well. These are not removable or fixable. I just have to get a whole window. Now the good thing is you don't really notice it unless you're me and you look up close, or you wash or you detail cars. You'll notice it, and it's kind of little upsetting. I mean, even rock chips on the body, the paint of the car, which I have a few, you can kind of sort of touch up. You know, it's probably a little bit more difficult or impossible to touch up those little things. So I'd say now and again, spend the extra money to get the PPF or paint protection film on the car. And for those of you who do not know, PPF is not a set and forget thing. Neither is ceramic coating. PPF needs to be replaced after time. I'm not exactly sure about the hazing, but after you get a certain amount of rock chips and stuff like that, it's gonna look screwed up. And it does have an expiration date on it. Okay, PPF is not a forever kind of thing. So eventually you will have to replace PPF. It is a wearable, if you ask me, or a consumable. You know, if somebody scuffs or scratches your car, at least it protects the paint. May leave some dents, but hey, listen, that's neither here nor there. Kind of why I suggested to not even PPF this, because it's gonna be something we have to take off and re-PPF and take off and re-PPF. So I don't know if there's any value in protecting the plastic mirror caps, if you ask me. But just like PPF, ceramic coating is also something that does not last forever. The prices are a lot more manageable. However, there is far less protection. Well, there's no more protection than your car would regularly have. Many people assume that ceramic coating will help your car with scratches and everything like that, that is not true. It's not gonna stop anybody from scratching it or denting it. It's more so just gonna protect it from the elements. And in all reality, if you have a garage or somewhere to keep your car and you don't drive it, maybe take it out once or twice or 3 times or whatever, I'm not sure if there's a huge benefit in ceramic coating, just because, I mean, if it doesn't see the elements, then what are you really protecting it from? The dust in the garage? I don't know. So hope you guys found that part of the video informative. Oh, this. This right here is my GoPro back. Hopefully it captures some good exhaust sounds. You guys know it's pretty quiet on the inside, but on the outside of the car, it does sound pretty good. I'll have someone sitting there so give me some revs so I can show you guys. Just have to remember that. But it sounds freaking awesome. I'm gonna try to capture some clips before I hack up and chop up the exhaust. You know, give me some revs in a second. You gotta press M1. Yeah, open that bad bitch up. You see that? Yeah, open it up.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, go press it. Hold on. Just rev it up a little bit. No.
I gotta put it in park.
Oh yeah, put it in park.
Ready?
Yep. A little bit more. It sounds so good outside of the car versus inside is crazy. Go ahead. Now press M1 again. Now rev it. That's when it closed, the valve's closed. All right, you wanna race? Hold up. 1 second. Y'all give me a head start. All right?
Really fast.
Give me a head start. Hold on, wait. You gotta stop. I need a head start. All right, when I say go, all right? On your mark, get set. Go!